Good afternoon.
I did it wrong.
I did it wrong as well, but it's because we've got somebody in with us again today.
We have, and it's very hot. I'm a bit overwhelmed.
It is hot in here, isn't it? Welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. in Business podcast. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm Chris.
I'm Helen.
And what do we talk about on this show?
Oh dear. We talk about life
Business.
and everything in between, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and all the accidents that happen.
Yeah, let's quickly get out of the way because before we cock it up anymore. We've got another guest with us today.
We have.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
How you doing? I'm Patrick from Patchwork Flooring. I've come here today to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well, you can be the good, you can be the bad, and I'll be the ugly.
At least someone can get the words out.
So today we're talking. Well, you work with your wife, don't you?
Yes.
Right. And so she was going to be here today, but unfortunately, childcare and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
One of those unfortunate things, we're having a family and trying to run a business, as we all know, trying to juggle it. But one of the things we were going to talk about was what it's like running a business with your wife. Or it could be, obviously, it's not your brother or your sister, but it's just family members and stuff, because we give our point of view on it, me and Helen, quite a lot. But it's interesting to see if we're unique or if it's like the same
Well, mine
as
is-
everybody else.
If the wife's watching this,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong at all. Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. She's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
She does everything perfectly.
Yes.
If there's anything wrong, it's my fault.
That's right.
We should get T-shirts printed, actually. Double-sided.
Yeah. At least you know we're always right.
So for us, really, the hardest thing, and this is the childcare side.
Yeah.
By far.
Right.
And that is because Shah will work so many days that she can work. And bear in mind, her job roles are people don't see her because she's behind the scenes,
Right.
Yeah.
accounting, chasing money, doing the things that actually keep the business running.
Yeah.
But also, she's got kids to look after. So she goes there first thing in the morning, takes
Yeah.
them, then walks to work,
Yeah.
does what she's got to do. A few hours later, she's gone again.
Mm-hmm.
I then work through until late. I then come home. Don't know how it happened. The imps or somebody came and my food's cooked, my
Yeah.
washing's done,
Yeah.
and everything's
magical
done.
fairies.
Yeah, and everything's done afterwards as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
for me, that role that she plays is a big part for me.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I would love to have somebody who could replace some of the roles she does, because she's like me, wearing loads of different hats.
Yeah.
She could do with just concentrating on one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she can't just concentrate on one thing because we're not big enough to employ 5 people to do her job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What we
Yeah.
want to be doing. But I would rather, because at one point, Shoal worked at home.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier.
Okay.
But as the business grew,
Yeah.
who do you trust more to put into the financial
That's it.
situation?
Yeah.
Somebody you're interviewing who you've never met before,
Yeah.
or somebody who
It's a
you're lying
huge
next to
thing.
every night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's working that, and then she has to learn fast.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's interesting because I say the same thing about you, where I couldn't do what I do
Yeah.
without Helen doing what she does, which is, I don't know how they do it, the ladies do it, but they manage to do work and then do home as well. Whereas
Yeah.
I can't do that. I have to be focused on work. If I have to worry about home,
Yeah.
I go to pot. It's like you don't leave me in the house on the own with the little one. It's like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I do this? What happens?
Yeah, for me, as soon as I get home, I need to have some sort of switch off.
Yeah.
And Charles brings work home more than I do, massively more than I do. I need to get home. I'm on the phone till 8 o'clock at night, normally still working. But when I stop, because me and her, even though we work together, we don't ever talk in work.
Right.
She's
Okay.
doing one job. I'm
Yeah.
literally running the operational side.
Yeah.
She's talking to everyone else. Me and her never
Yeah.
get a chance. She tries to
Okay.
give everything to me when we get
Yeah.
a chance. I literally have to stop it and go, I've got nothing left to give.
Yeah.
I said, if
Yeah.
we talk about that,
Yeah.
then we're going to go into work mode. I
Right.
said, then we're not husband and wife.
Yeah, I think that balance is really hard to get, and we really struggled with that for the first few years.
Oh, yeah.
And if you fall out at work or you're having a disagreement at work, it's forgetting that by the time you get home and
Yeah, because you've
yeah,
anything said in work, and this isn't just my wife. This is anybody who works for me. I'm really nice and fair. I'm very straight to the point.
yeah,
If I think something needs to be done or something's been done wrong, I'm happy to say my piece very quickly.
yeah,
But I'm also happy to move straight on
Yeah.
and never think about it again. And that's whether it was Charlotte and me having
yeah,
a Barney, whether it's the manager of the store, whether it's a contracts manager, whoever it is,
yeah,
that person and me will have that little bit of to do, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And I've always said to Charlotte, you've got to deal with the way I am in that, because I'm very straight to the point on that situation in the moment. It's done. I'll never think about it again as long as it's all sorted.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. And I think that's why it's good working with someone as well that you know so well, or a team that you can trust, because if you can, instead of it bubbling and then becoming more than it needs to and becoming resentful, I do think it's so much better to just get it out in the open and move on.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good
No,
thing.
absolutely. And I think, again, we did this at the beginning, didn't we? So I would, when we first started, it was me, Helen, and my dad.
Yeah.
And the amount of arguments we had at the beginning, and my poor dad, I mean, I don't know how he stayed around as long as he did working.
Yeah. Well, mad.
Play referee.
This sounds like us, because I've got me, Charlotte, and my dad.
Was it? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's like you say, who do you trust the most, right? It's
Yeah.
always family kind of thing. Well, it should be anyway. It's not always the case. But yeah, it was for us as well. It was work with my wife, and I worked with my dad in as well, because he had experience of doing the similar things we were doing. But yeah, he was always playing referee, and he would be upstairs kind of thing, and we'd be down. I'd be in one room, and Helen would be there. I'd be saying, "Oh, what have you done?" And she'd be like, "I don't know. I don't care." My dad's like, "Oh God, here they go again," kind of thing. And oh my God, we had to very quickly figure out a way. And this is what interesting what you said actually. So you almost have separate roles then. So there's no. Do you guys have crossover then in terms of what you're doing, or
We did. The crossover stopped because we were both kind of trying to do the same thing, what meant things got missed.
right?
Now, for me, it was like I'd go on banking. Charlotte go on banking.
Yeah.
Then 3 months later, I'm chasing payments, or Charles chasing payments, and then the payments we're chasing have already been paid. Well, we look silly.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I literally went, right, we got to stop. You do payments. You take stuff on.
Yeah.
If the lads will be asking me, is this gone off yet so we can do the order? I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't speak to me.
Yeah.
There's no point in even talking to me about it. It's nothing to do with me now. Go and speak to Shaw.
Yeah.
That's my big thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The role has been put to Shaw. Nothing goes wrong then.
Yeah.
But when we're both doing it, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's now took over social media side as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So her doing that's took up a lot of time.
Yeah.
For her to kind of, because it's something she's never done before.
Yeah.
She's doing really well at it, but she's still learning, and she's got to take it on. Now, for us, we had someone doing social media. For us, it was to do with financials, so we kind of like, well, we need to bring this back into house, so we can make sure that we're doing what we want to do within our point without actually having to fork out, because we're already paying for people we've got with us. So we've kind of brought the whole team around on the social media side. So like, you go and get photos, you go and do that, you go and do that.
Job and
It was hard to start with, but that's starting to come into play now. But she's the main person for that.
Yeah.
But if you told me to do it,
Yeah.
I try LinkedIn. I can do a bit of it.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is one of those where I'll put projects on.
Yeah.
People message me. I do get a few jobs from it. But if you then tell me I've got to go on Instagram,
Yeah.
I don't have my own Facebook because I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
So we'll start going on business ones. So I'll just let Charles deal with that.
Yeah. It's very, very similar to us in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, except we argue it instead of getting it wrong or over doing the same job. We just argue because you would want to do a job in this direction and I'd want to do it this way.
Yeah.
And so there's this constant like just pulling exercise rather than going together. And so that's where I would say 90%, 95% of arguments came from, was that I was trying to step on your toes. It wasn't stepping on it. I was trying to help you.
Do it your way.
You were trying to help me.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work. So I think after about 2 years maybe, we said this our marriage is either going to fall apart.
Well, yeah, we always said the marriage has to come first.
Yeah.
Like, and when we split it was a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I don't see you. It's great.
Well, now he's got his own office, which he didn't used to have. Because I'm a bit of a I don't talk all day, but like, you know, if someone's ordered a new item, I'm like, oh, have you seen this new item? I love the way they've done this logo. And he's like, I'm in the middle of doing blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but look at it. And so that's another thing that we work very differently. So now he's just in his hermit little cave and he can just speak to himself, and I can speak to the other people in the team now.
But now we've gotten so lazy, we'll call each other. So instead of walking 30 steps,
so bad.
I'll just pick the phone. Helen, what's that?
That's what we do.
Is it? Oh, great.
That's what we do the same. I mean, for me, my office was obviously, you've seen where I am, was quite open. I could see everything going on in the shop.
Yeah.
But that meant me being there, everyone wanted me. They're like, oh, before we do this, speak to Patch about this, speak to Patch about that. As that was happening, first thing I did was see all those big sample boards across there, put them across there.
Yeah.
Block myself out.
Yeah.
I need to know if there's a problem and what's the solution.
Yeah.
If it's something you can't handle yourself, involve me.
Yeah.
If you can handle yourself, my time is better spent growing the company than it is dealing with the day-to-day operation side. What I can very easily just push myself into because I am a control freak. So, but that let go has been really hard for me over the last 5 years. 5 years ago, I wouldn't let anything happen at all. Now I'm very much, you do this, you do this, you do this. And when it goes wrong, I then pick it up and go, because I've already checked it and they don't realise, I go, well, you did all that wrong. Why? And then find out. Where before would have been, oh, you've done it wrong. I'll just do it myself.
Do
you know what I mean? And trying to get that. So I'm actually allowing people to make the mistake for me to then go, well, okay, well, this is how I actually want it.
I think that could have come out of your mouth, that, couldn't it? Literally, yeah. And
Are you sure we weren't separated at birth or something? I mean, you're much more handsome than I am, but I mean, everything else seems the same. But there's the 1-3-1 rule. I don't know if you've heard of it. I only learned about this a few weeks ago, actually. So you ask a team member to first of all look at the problem. Then look at 3 viable solutions to the problem. And then come to you with their recommendation. So the 1-3-1 rule. And then 9 times out of 10, they will have picked, if you've trained them in the right way, the right one. And you say, that's great, sounds good to me. You crack on and do that. That helps give them confidence to be able to sort the problems out themselves, because the last thing you want is firefighters all the time.
It's pretty much what we do. I mean, our thing is, if there's a problem, and don't get me wrong, I always say, if it's going to cost the business more than 500 quid, forget about solutions, come and speak to me first. I said, because I'll have already come across this problem. But if it's minimal cost, I don't even need to know. If there's someone's missed a door bar, someone's missed some, just do it. Just tell the fitter to do it. Don't need to know about it. If there's a big problem, I do, but I also still want that solution. If they came into my office and went, this is the issue, how do you sort it? I'd look at it and go, well, you tell me. If it's small. But if it was something bigger, because at the moment we're not big enough to have someone higher up than everybody else who can deal with it. Someone I could say, well, if it's 1,000 quid, you would know to say yes or no to it. Like Jaguar Land Rover, they'll have people in there say, oh, my tyres have all popped. I want 18 grand back. And they got someone in there and go, yeah, we'll give it him. Or no, we won't. We're not at that point. Do you know what I mean? Yes. We're not at that point yet. We've got another 2 months to go.
Chomping at the bit. So what about then arguments and stuff? I mean, I don't think any of us are going to say we don't argue at work, right? Because I mean, but we don't argue as in like outright arguing with each other. We have like little quips at each other that kind of people pick up on. So how do you guys do that?
We have the same. Yeah. So for us, I mean, for me personally, if everyone knows if I'm annoyed very quickly, and then I'll just kind of said what I've said. Me and Charlotte, actually, it was on, when was it now? This weekend, she came in to do the rota. And she'd brought this rota to me, and she'd quickly scribbled it by hand because she's busy with the kids and doing everything else. I looked at it, and rather than going, oh, what's that? I just looked at it and went, I don't understand any of that. Type it on a goddamn computer, right? Now, that was because I was stressed. But then Charles was like, what the hell are you on about? So she then came in when she didn't need to on the Sunday, when she got the kids, brought them in to sit down with me to do the rota. And because I was still busy, I was just like, well, I'll just do it. So I started doing it, but she stayed there and did it. But we're all right. She's very tolerant.
That's the same as what we have to do. Because I'll get, and you'll send me an email. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And then she'll come and explain to me, like, oh yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, my other wife is ChatGPT. Charl used to read my emails. I found someone better looking.
Faster at the job. It's becoming a huge thing, that, isn't it? Trying to get.
We've won tenders. We use it quite a lot now. Well, I use it a lot more than most. When we do any project, anything that we actually bring out, first thing I'll write an email. I will put my email into ChatGPT. That will run through. It remembers who I am. It starts then adding things that need to be added. One reason we won the one contract we've just won.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, big insurance contract for the UK. Where they're going. I was there like, well, how do I approach these guys? I found the right people. It took me 4 months to get to the right people. And I thought, I've got to make an impression. I was like, there's only one way. I'll type it into there.
Wow.
And it worked. Got a meeting.
Bloody hell.
And we got a meeting. And at the time, they were using 4 other companies. Once we had met her, the 9 contracts managed, everybody else, we got given the contract.
Wow.
But it wasn't me.
Right.
Well, it's not just ChatGPT for that. That is down to you, for them trusting you, knowing how good you are. Like if you came and they didn't think that you were good at the job, or could do it properly, then you wouldn't have got the work.
100%.
So
Yeah.
don't diss yourself there. That's
I'm just
because
thinking
you're
it's that
good at
good.
what you do.
I just needed to start washing up and everything, and
oh,
Charles gone.
Yeah. Entertain the kids. That'd be great.
But also with AI, if you put, it's like CRM, right? If you put shit in, you're going to get shit out. So you've
Yeah,
got to know how to
Yeah.
give it the prompts
you've
you
gotta be
need to get the
careful.
responses you're looking
and
for.
that's it. I mean, we put stuff in, and I mean, I'll put a write-up in, but I'll actually start putting product information in.
So you're training it.
And as I'm putting this product information each time, I don't have to ask as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But we even got it on our invoices now. I'll do an invoice, and the first thing I'll do is retype the invoice, and it will literally retype it, and it will bullet point things and do all this stuff. I don't have to do any of that now. I used to spend a lot of time doing it. I don't now.
Wow, that's
And
interesting.
then I'll put that into the other one and say I need a write-up of how we're doing the job, because that will explain it commercially.
Oh, that's a nice little touch, isn't
Yeah.
it, for the customer,
You
for what
need
you're
to
doing?
look at
Wow.
Microsoft Copilot.
Oh,
I've been told about this.
Because I've been geeking out with somebody last week,
Yeah.
the guy that runs a company called childcare,
Carl.
and he came down to show me, talk about it in a lot more detail, and the stuff that can do is out of this world.
Yeah.
Because the downside with ChatGPT is there's been a lot of talk about, even though you're paying for it, it still becomes, it uses it based on its learning model.
Yeah.
So everyone could potentially have access to that information to some degree, or it could
Yeah.
model its language off it. Microsoft Copilot is totally based within your environment, apparently.
Okay.
So it's all privacy covered. But also you can interrogate your data live as well. So if you connect it to your CRM, we did a test the other day. So we did an export from our CRM as in an Excel spreadsheet, because it wasn't connected directly, of all the sales, for example. And then we said, right, I want you to interrogate this data and tell me on average how many months it is between each customer places an order. Then tell me if customers have fallen outside of that ordering window, and then rank these like a rag stage as the ones we need to start chasing immediately because they are 3 months out. And it did it within seconds. And then we've got it set now, so every week it sends that same report in. And so the data you can get from it, because it's interrogating your own data. See, you're getting excited. I can see I was like, oh my God,
I'm
this
up
is
all
amazing.
night tonight now.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go to the shop, buy a bottle of whiskey, and say to Charles, I'm not husband. I'm just co-pilot.
Yeah.
Honestly, and we've only just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a game changer for us, what we're going to be able to do with it.
I mean, the things that technology bring into business, stuff like that, is
Yeah.
as long as you've got time to learn it.
Yeah.
We've found there's a lot of flooring stores falling behind massively to us, more on technology side, because they're old school.
Yeah.
Now, we still do old school plans for domestic, but commercially, you can't do an old school plan. You'll be there 4 days.
Yeah. Right.
We've got a laser, bing, 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 get it all on the computer and get it built. That needs to go over as quick as possible. It doesn't have to be to the T because it's commercial. It needs to be close enough. You can do a site visit after.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And check it, but domestically you can't, but they fall behind. But all that technology works.
It's scary how fast it's coming now. It's really scary.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We need something to help us as businesses. We've been hit left, right, and centre.
We've been battered.
We need something to make business life a bit
10 rounds of
easier
Mike
for us.
Tyson, that's
Don't we?
My business is on the Titanic. It's the way they're hitting me at the moment.
Oh, floating along the ring road.
So you talk about Ring Road then. So you've got like a physical store, and you've got a really good, prominent location. So it's on a really busy ring road in Stourbridge, which I think is the most stupidest ring road in the whole flipping world. But anyway, but in terms of the amount of traffic that goes around there and where you are, and your signage is like, it's really good placement.
Reason why we opened it was for that reason.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's free advertising. We've invested a lot of money into marketing and different things because it was even though we're not a new company, it was a new store. It was a new venture within the company, a new spread to kind of go, well, is this? I didn't know if it's going to work. Pumping hundreds of thousands of pounds or something. I'm there going, well, we don't know.
Yeah.
Commercially is easy in the way of when you've got the work and you've built your relationships over years, that work always comes back in. You build your relationship, you get the work. As long as you do a good job, you'll always get the work. Domestically, it doesn't matter how good your job is. You're waiting for Doris, Jeff, and all these people to come in, to have their bathrooms, to have all these carpets, have everything done. They might all come in and go, we really want it. Each one might spend 50 quid, 100 quid. They're as important as £1 million contract.
Yeah.
You spend exactly the same amount of time as them as you do on a big contract.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You go through all that, and then all of a sudden no one turns up for 3 days. And you're thinking, well, is it just me? Now, we obviously speak to the industry. When that does happen, it isn't just us, it's the industry in general.
Yeah.
When COVID happened, the flooring industry was the busiest it had ever been in retail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every shop had done record figures. Everybody was doing really well. What actually happened was the government gave a load of money to everybody. Everybody had spare cash. They spent it all on their house improvements.
Yeah, everyone had the house done, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because they all did it, we're actually waiting. Next year is the year where all of that stops, because we say every 5 years roughly is the cycle.
Oh, okay.
Next year is the improvement for flooring.
Oh, interesting.
That is what's going to work. So this year is actually, when we opened that store, I was told, you're mad.
Right.
Why would you even do it? Because the flooring industry is on its arse.
Right.
And I was like, because that isn't our business.
Yeah.
The store isn't actually our business. If that was our business, I wouldn't have opened the store.
Right.
Yeah.
Our business is commercial.
Yeah.
Bringing commercial into the domestic side.
Yeah.
I think stores in general, and this is carpets, especially carpet stores, the store is dying. The little guys being completely kicked out. The businesses like ours, who aren't your tappy carpets and everything else, survive to a point, and then all of a sudden the internet starts selling B grade products, and they try and say it's the same, and it's like, no, it's B grade.
Yeah.
I know, because I know where you buy it from, and I know who you are, and I look at all this, and then all of a sudden they've got a B grade product for £4 a square metre cheaper than we can sell it for, and we've got bills to pay, so we have to sell it at that price.
Yeah.
And then we're going, well, they're buying that, but if I sold B grade in the shop, what I'd be put in prison for most probably, and I put B grade in my shop, well, the first thing I'd do, I'd be shut down. But I'd make a killing
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
because I can buy it so cheap.
Right.
But we won't sell B grade products. There are some shops that do. Don't mention names.
Oh, that's what I was He's a scroll I brought in. But then how does that work? Because people buying those things online, because I find, right, I'm a bit old fashioned, I think. That the fact that people buy cars online, I find it flipping crazy to me, because I want to sit in it, I want to test drive it, I don't know how comfy it is.
What
Is it the same
happens?
with flooring?
So what happens in flooring is they come into my shop. And actually, I'll be honest. Now, this doesn't actually happen to us much, because when they come in, they like the experience. They tend to buy off us, and they're honest with us if they don't, and we will still help them, because advice is free, so we'll still help them. What normally happens is they'll go into a carpet shop, and there's a lot of people within the carpet industry I speak to. They'll walk in, and the person will spend an hour with them. They will have took photos of the carpet. They'll go on the internet and they'll type this name in. When you type the name in, it comes up, and you think, oh, that's the same one.
Right.
Kind of isn't, but it kind of is.
Right.
That will come as a B grade product. So it'll have little tram lines or something in.
Oh, wow.
You can't send that back. It's cut. It's cut.
Okay.
Wow.
So legally, you can't send it back. So they will send that. They do it with underlay. So we will have the premium brands of underlay. Someone else will be selling the premium brand underlay B grade at the price we buy it for.
Right.
So do you not? Is it made clear to the customer online then that it's B grade? See, that's really sneaky, isn't it?
It's not made clear in the shops either.
That's so bad.
It's not made clear. I mean, I could say to you guys, oh, do you want some carpet? I'll give you 10 mil underlay. And you go, oh, bro, 10 mil underlay. Oh, yeah, that's really good. We'll go to China and get you as long as it's 10 mil, it doesn't matter what it is, does it?
Right,
Flat like a pancake.
Yeah.
Where we will use the density. So we
crazy.
always say you shouldn't go lower than 110 kg density, really.
Yeah.
Up to 145, 160 is like commercial level. But within that bit, most people are selling 80 kg density.
But
But it's still 10 mil.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like paper when we used to do bare signage and stuff. People would say, well, it's 300 GSM, but the stiffness of it was totally different to another piece of paper that's 300 GSM, so it's how it bulks up. But it's,
Well, it's the same with fabrics. People say, I want a cotton polo. And it's like, well, you can have that, but it'll shrink the first time you wash it.
Yeah.
Or you could have, like, combed cotton polo that is going to be fine. But,
Well, what material is this that you got?
well, that's your sports breathable polyester.
Well, this will last me a long time, so sports breathable polyester, guys.
Thank you for the plug.
you've taken her job. She always plugs in. She's got nothing to say now. What have you done?
But that's it. Like in your industry, when you know, you know, and when you don't know, you don't know, and it's quite scary. People taking advantage of people not knowing everything, because you can't know it all.
We get it with the schools. So the schools is a huge one for us. They've got a 3-quote system. This 3-quote system, we'll quote to do the job properly. Someone else will come in and quote to just say, I mean, we see some of these quotes. We'll go safety floor. We'll do a damp proof test. We'll bring the manufacturer out. We'll do everything properly. We'll give them the readings and we'll say this is what needs to be done. We'll put that price in, say it came to £5,000.
Yeah.
But the product was actually only 1,500 quid and the fitting was only 1,000. All the other extras to make it stay down was the extra money.
Yeah.
Someone else coming in just charging product and fitting.
Yeah.
It'll last 6 months.
Yeah.
No one goes back to them and says, oh, it's not lasted.
Yeah.
They can't get them back.
Yeah.
But they will call them back up for another quote because they were cheap.
Yeah.
And you look at that and you go, hey.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
And we quote that much work for the schools. And we know the ones who want it to do properly and the ones who don't. The ones who don't now are going on the list of, I'm sorry, we're not wasting our time.
Yeah.
We're not wasting our time anymore. What we're going to do, we want to do it properly. We do jobs and they last 10, 15 years commercially.
Yeah.
We do the centre parks, Toby Cover. We do all that type of work.
Yeah.
If we can do that properly, you can't trust us in your school, then go off and go to the man in the van who's just going to run off. Waste your money. That's why you've got them.
Yeah. That is interesting, isn't it? I think it's finding that right customer.
Yeah.
Same with our showroom. When someone says, I want your cheapest polos, it's like, well, probably not in the right place, because we do sell them, but we wouldn't recommend them because for £1 cheaper, they're not worth it, because you're going to need a new one in a couple of months. So you might as well spend an extra £1 and it'll last you for 18 months.
They should have come and said, I want your best price recommended.
That's it. Yeah.
And then you say, well, it's the same price as the normal recommended.
Just knowing what to say.
It's got to buy £1. Supply and demand.
Yeah. But it's that customer, isn't it, that just wants the job done. They know it's going to be right.
Yeah.
They know it's going to last. And they trust you to do it right.
Yeah.
So,
but that is the bit, the trust. When you've got somebody's trust, especially as long as you care about your work, we care about ours.
Yeah.
If you build that relationship, they don't look anywhere else. And that doesn't mean you go hike the price.
Yeah.
As long as your margin is made, that your bills are covered, the labour, everybody's covered.
Yeah.
And as a business, you've got to make money.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not making money, I mean,
charities.
you go to work,
Yeah.
they make money when they leave. I might not make money for 6 months of the year. Then I might make all my money in 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever I walk away with from that was my risk to walk away with. Last year, we didn't walk away with anything because we're building the business, we're growing.
Yeah, that's it.
So the government are going like that because
Yeah,
they're growing.
they're happy.
Yeah.
They're always happy. No matter what, they always get their piece, no matter what.
Yeah.
So with the store then, so would you recommend a physical store to somebody else, whether it's flooring or any other industry, or do you think it's finished?
I would say if someone said to me now, would you I'm about to open a flooring store, I would say don't. We opened it for different reasons. Ours was just cash flow. Ours was, we're a commercial-based company growing, and we are going to be 100% within the next 5 years one of the biggest in the UK. We know that. The plans are in place to become that. With the contracts we've got that are happening, we will be. But we couldn't get there without cash flow.
Right.
And we're waiting 60 days, 30 days, 90 days, and every excuse under the sun to why they can't pay us. We then go, well, do we use invoice financing and lose even more profit? Well, that stunts our growth as well. So we're having to weigh the two things up. And then I was there going, right, only way to do it, domestic shop. No customer walking in that shop pays our bills.
Yeah.
Our bills are covered through
Commercial.
The person walking through that shop keeps the commercial side running.
Yeah.
Our plan, we're going to be opening more show vans, different things that are going on, but we don't want to stand. Someone will sit in the carpet shop and sit there all day. Someone will walk in. If nobody's in the shop, go out and get them.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have to go out and get a domestic customer.
Yeah.
How can we get them without them coming to us? I want 85% of all of my business work to not be coming from the shop.
Okay.
Right, my shop should be 15%. 10% I'd be happy with. 15% if it needs to be. If I'm getting 25, 30% of work from the shop rather than the rest of the business, something's wrong.
Okay.
Because that isn't our full business. If it was, the size that shop is, I wouldn't still be open. Because you don't need a shop that big.
Right.
Yeah,
We
it's
do
a
for
lovely
insurance
shop.
wise.
You have done the shop lovely. Right, it's very nice.
Insurance wise, we need every product on the market because we do so much of it.
Yeah.
For the general public, if you said to me, I want a grey carpet,
Yeah.
how many greys do I bring you?
Right.
Because most people, general public wise, don't fully understand what a polyprop, a polyester, or wool, where the wools come from. All that, most people don't actually care. We care.
Yeah.
I love to explain it to people.
Yeah.
People fall asleep when I start. But if you said to me, I want a grey carpet, I say, well, how much do you want to spend?
Yeah.
That will determine what we send you.
Yeah.
Because if you said to me, I don't want to spend more than £15 a metre, fine. I want to spend 10, fine. I want to spend 20. But I'll be honest with each one that you look at. That's 10 quid for a reason. That's 20 for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's why Westex is 100 quid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or up to 100 quid or more. But looking at the different ones that you've got, you've got to adapt with it, really.
Interesting, because I don't know. We've toyed with our show, haven't we? Whether we make it appointment only, whether we allow still walk-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
We've not come to any conclusion yet.
We first opened our showroom in 2018. And same, when we were saying we wanted to open a showroom because we wanted people to see the quality, because our customer didn't want to buy something that didn't fit and felt awful online. They wanted to come in, see the quality, see the options, try it on, look at the different shades, see your work, how the embroidery and print was going to look. And we were getting asked for that more and more. So that's why we thought about doing the showroom. And people were like, you don't need a showroom for workwear. Everyone buys it online. But we did it, and it worked really, really well. It's done really, really well for us. But it's got smaller and smaller over the years as we've had bigger machinery and stuff. So it's actually a quarter of the size that it used to be when we first launched. Yeah. But it's still got all those important ranges, and it still opens people's eyes up to different things that you can offer. So it's been good for that. But similar to yourself, if all our business was just like these one-man bands walking off the street, coming in the shop ordering, and it wasn't the larger companies where we're facilitating all of their team, then we'd be in trouble as well.
Yeah.
So we're contemplating making it appointment only.
But you've got to be an octopus, haven't you, really? If you haven't got money coming in...
I
do
like
you?
Oh, yeah. I always call myself the octopus, so I must be part of it.
There's a fire.
But you've got to be an octopus. The thing is, if you haven't got money coming in from different points of each part of your business, and you just solely relied on one. So if we just went schools only, wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Now schools next year might be the biggest part to our company. This year they're not, because everyone seems to be changing the products and doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
New builds may be a really big part to our business at the moment. They're a small part, but they are there. But they could become big. But you never know. But if you don't have all of it, as soon as one goes quiet, and it does, and that isn't our fault, it just happens. We can't latch on to the others.
Yeah.
Then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting you can focus on those totally different pockets, isn't it, really? I mean, we do in a way, but not to that extent, because it's very different, isn't it, really?
Absolutely.
Most people in flooring specialise in something.
Yeah.
Same thing I did. I specialised in patterned carpets and doing big projects, and that's what I enjoyed doing. The reason why I specialised in it because no one wanted it. Okay. So I thought, well, if I can specialise in it, I could charge what I wanted at the time when I was fitting. Doing that type of work, though, if I'd carried on, I wouldn't have as much work now because that work, it's still there, but it isn't as big as it was.
Right.
So, and plus hotel contracts, stuff like that. There's a lot of other companies all competing against each other. So actually, when you look at it, you're chasing 12.5%.
Yeah.
And you look at that and you go, well, I'm chasing 12.5%. If something goes wrong, I'm actually chasing minus 12.5%.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is weighing up which one's worth it. Yeah. But if I'd stayed there, I probably wouldn't be where I am now because... But then I moved from each different thing.
Yeah.
But everything I moved on to, I made sure I learnt it inside out.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. I mean, like ceramic tiles. Everyone asks me, "Your flooring, do you use ceramic tiles?" No.
Yeah.
I wish I did. I do know someone who does, but I wish I did. But I don't understand the ceramic tile market like I understand the flooring market. So I cannot take it on because all that will happen is I'll do all this really good work, I'll do a bad ceramic tile job, and then they'll turn around and go, don't use them.
You see, I can't, this is really interesting to say, because I can't stand businesses that will say yes and then figure it out afterwards.
Yeah.
That to me is the wrong way around. You're no longer an expert in what you say you are because you actually aren't. You're basically bullshitting me. Yeah. We've got this new system where you tap your phone on your arm and it automatically downloads all your contact information into your phone. So it's like a walking billboard. We haven't offered it yet because it's still in test. And this will be tested for probably another 3 or 4 months yet before we say, we're now confident that we fully understand this product, how it works,
how it washes,
how it should be washed, how it operates in different
We can be your
temperatures, and the rest
test.
of it.
yeah.
We just won't do it until we know for sure
Yeah.
it's fit for purpose. And I can't stand companies. So I speak to so many people that say, yeah, I know how to do that. And then afterwards, like, no, I haven't got a fucking clue. I'm going to go and figure it out now, or I'm going to go and outsource it. That's fine. But don't claim you're the expert when you're not.
This is what we get the issue with locally. And not every, I mean, some companies are actually good locally. They are flooring wise. Some of them aren't. They know who they are. Some know they're just trying to get quick money, and some know who they actually care. The amount of phone calls we get because someone said they could do it.
Yeah.
The amount of jobs we lose out to because someone said they could do it.
Yeah.
They actually didn't realise the reason why we lost it, we were more expensive because we knew what we were doing and we knew what they didn't.
Yeah.
And we get so many WhatsApp pictures, and I should have brought some of them and gone, this one, especially today.
Yeah.
And they go, can you help me?
Yeah.
Where they're going, well, we can because you're going to be a future customer of ours, but we've already priced you.
Yeah. We've had that a few times. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's frustrating for them, like, having to, but it's nice that they've come back to you, because it's almost embarrassing for them, isn't it? Because
we say advice is free.
Yeah.
That's how we always put it. Our thing is, we don't want you to be embarrassed if
Yeah.
you don't use us, and then you've got to come back to us, because we will cement that trust that we are the best to use. We don't overcharge. We charge for the right material, the right product. Some people question our install price. You've got the best installers in the UK. That is why the price is the price. It's 5% different to some other companies. But it isn't majorly off. But we vacuum all your floors, we clean all we take everything away. No one else does that. They just chuck it in the middle of your room and say it's up to you. You deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Where our service comes into, but it still costs money because that guy's got to spend his time vacuuming your house.
Yeah, well, it all costs money, right?
Yeah.
It all costs money, and we're all here to make money as well. That's the thing.
So he will want his money for vacuuming that house. But it's a good touch.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a nice touch, because we had a new carpet probably about 8 years ago. Meant to be done every 5 years. How embarrassing.
Yeah, good point, Ashley. You'll get an email tomorrow.
ChatGPT form this email to these guys.
And they left
co-pilot now.
And they left the carpet and were like, hang on, what's this? How am I going to get rid of this? And you just but it's not whatever people cannot do, they're not doing. But that's nice.
So that's why we have plumbers, electricians. We have basically, and we work with everything's local business as well.
Oh, nice.
We make sure that, so we've built a team around us that if I need something doing, the customer comes to me and says, my plumber's let me down, the job's not going to be done.
Yeah.
Let's sort it for you. Right.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Still direct with the plumber, but let's sort it for you. We've got a trusted company who can come in and do it. Getting that is massive, because it actually gets the job over the line for us, but they will never go anywhere else because we don't let them down.
Yeah.
Doors need cutting. Yeah, that's fine. We get the carpenter out. Plimps. We get the carpenter out.
Yeah,
we've got people we can use, but very quickly, because we already provisionally booked them in. Right. This is what we think needs doing. We'll let you know first thing in the morning. This is when it's being fitted. Make sure you've got space. They will get space for us, but then we will keep them work. But means that we have everybody as a trade. If we damage some paintwork, most of the time, if we damage paintwork in your house, you think, what? The paintwork's damaged. Most companies will go, yeah, but it's part and parcel. That's what happens in flooring.
Or just deny.
Yeah, or deny it.
Just like that.
We'll say, I'm really sorry, didn't see that. Can you send me a photo? Painter will be around tomorrow. Get a painter around, touch it up.
Yeah.
It's cost us 60 quid. Right?
Yeah, but they're happy.
They're happy.
You're going to keep them for life. They're going to tell everybody else.
I do not want it that I go, oh, for 60 quid, I'm going to lose your future business. My business isn't there for 2 years and to disappear. My business is there for the next 20 until I retire.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't now anyway. It's 97 now, is it?
Yeah.
Is it 97 so you can retire now?
At least I'm retiring next week. I don't know.
It's like a carrot they keep dangling. And you're like, no.
They'll hit the private pension soon as well. They get the state pension up to 95 and they'll start the private one.
Don't start me, honestly. Don't talk about political stuff. I won't stop. But I wanted to ask you as well. So you've got your physical store, and you mentioned earlier that you do a lot of marketing. So you brought some of that back in house as well. So do you do traditional forms of marketing, like the old print stuff, or is it more just digital based for you guys now?
We've done lots of different things. So leaflets do work with planning. So we've our birthdays next week for the shop.
Oh,
Amazing.
gosh.
Happy birthday for next week.
And we didn't
wow.
plan for it because we forgot because we're so busy.
I know, that's mad, isn't it?
But when we did, and this was with, we had a marketing guy on with us who was phenomenal. Guy called Greg. Me and him, we become friends from it. He came on board and basically just ran through and was doing loads of different things with me. And he was planning certain things because at the time I knew pretty much nothing. I know a little bit now, more from learning from him, but still, he was the guru at the time for it. He was chucking leaflets in, doing all this and saying, this is when we need to do it. The opening day, there were so many people. We were going to try and do the same for the birthday, but I did say, so it's 1 year. We'll do something where we give 10% off for the week, and we'll bring cakes and everything in, and we'll make it nice.
Yeah.
But we don't need to make too much of a song and dance about it because the opening day was a big deal.
Yeah.
Being open 1 year means the government haven't bankrupted me yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a different kind of party, isn't it? Even though they're trying, it's
Boris faces, Starmer faces, and all sorts.
But marketing wise, I'd say leaflets work with planning. What we find. So if I wanted to do something in 3 months' time, I could plan it. Leaflets would work. Social media does work. It depends what audience you're hitting, really. Social media does work. Website massively with SEO. That is one of our biggest ones. We've had someone doing our SEO. We've recently just changed to another company. We're going to take it that one step further with backlinks and different things that they're doing. That is a big part to ours because when you type in carpet in Google, we need to come up, and we don't come up everywhere. But because we're going to be having show vans going into different areas, we actually need to go, let's put 10 grand into this area for the next so many months. The show van's going to park up there and go and do the measures and see how much money we can make back. But if it doesn't work, we would have made our money back from the show van. If it didn't work, it's easy to pull a show van out to another area. It's hard to pull a shop out. So we won't be doing any more shops. We some smaller ones maybe, but nothing. Nothing like what we've got.
Really well because it's more personal. So you can always turn up at somebody's house or even almost and say, "Come and into the van, look at the range."
Well, we will literally put all the ranges that are worth putting in. They will have card machines there, finance plans, everything will be there to sell to the person. We've got to be careful we don't become window salesmen though, because that isn't my tact. Mine is advice. Everyone who we have on will be trained not as a salesman, even though they need to sell, and they will be on commission for selling. But it's kind of, you're not after saying to Doris, "There's a £200 bathroom, but we're actually going to give you say £1,000 to get as much commission as we can." You'll be sacked on the spot. There'll be a limit you can go to, right? We're already keenly priced, so the discounts that can be given realistically, there was a discount, you'd see it there already. That's kind of how we put it. Tappy will give £60 a metre something, and then say it's 50% off. It's actually £30 a metre. We're probably selling it at 27 all year round.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
I don't like sales. For me, a sale cheapens your product. And then because there's one of our competitors. I'm not going to say who they are, but I've registered one of their newsletters. And I'll get an email saying 10% off only. Never doing this again. Get X amount of product in the next so many days, and we'll give you a contact meeting. Fine, ignore it. 6 weeks later, another one, 10% off. One time only, not doing this ever again. And literally every 6 to 8 weeks, another email saying the same thing.
You think how many people get hooked into it? And the thing is, I don't like sales. So I used to go into to buy a sofa, which I used to hate it because it would take 12 weeks because I'd go into every shop in the UK, go in. As soon as someone walked up to me, don't walk up to me. I don't know if I'm getting out.
It's a bloody mirror.
So I'd literally get out and I'd be gone.
He's exactly the same. It's awful.
But if they come up and said, "My name's blah, blah. If you need any help, come and speak to me." Right.
And then leave you.
And leave me. That's how we do it in the store. Say hello to them. Go up and say, introduce yourself. So if you need any help, I'm over here. If you haven't heard from them in 10 minutes, don't need to go and ask if they're all right. Do you want a drink? Do you want a coffee? Do you want a tea? Leave them alone. If they're going to buy, they've come in to buy. Or they haven't, they've come in to browse. But if they're coming to browse, they're not going to buy anyway. You can't force it out of somebody. And a lot of salespeople go, "Oh, you can." Not in my shop, you can't, because we sell because they want to buy from us. Do you know what I mean? Not to just push it down someone. I don't need to do that. I know that we sold, so we sell a very expensive carpet, and you can make rugs out of it. and you've got a rug maker and everything. So if you want to come in and make rugs, you can make this rug. And this lovely woman came in, and she'd got a job from us before. And she said, I want this little mat. It was about this big. So I was like, yeah, okay. I said, it shouldn't be too much. Yeah. I know there's a minimum charge. I think it was, for us to sell it, it was like 400 and something pound.
Right.
I was there like, I can't do this. So I rang her up and I said, I can't sell it yet.
Yeah.
She goes, what? I said, because I wouldn't buy it myself. It's like 400 something quid for something you could realistically buy from anywhere for a size that it is. She came back in and she was talking to me. Now we'd done work with her before, so we knew that she'd already spent money with us. It cost us £160 to get this in. They wanted to retail it at this price, and then the bind and everything on top. Yeah. We said to her, if you pay what it costs us, we'll just give it you. No. And we did that for her. But Char was like, no, we can't sell it here. We can't sell it because if anyone goes round to her house, they'll think we've ripped her off. And that was our worry, because we were there going, well, it's the cost of the minimum charge. And I'm there going, well, what do we do?
Yeah.
Do you know what do we do? Do we sell it or do we not? And I was like, no, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Just give her her money back. I said, we don't need to. But she was like, I'm happy. I want it. Yeah. And at that point, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But it still never sat right with me, because the company we were buying it from, who's the manufacturer who made the rugs, have their minimum charge, and there's no leeway on it. There's nothing we can do. It's kind of that's it. We asked for a favour, and they did manage to drop it slightly, but they were still like, well, price is price.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But she could have had a rug that big or twice the size that for the same price. That's the size she wanted. I said, but you couldn't make two. It had to be just one. Yeah. And she could have gone to one double the size of that.
So very specific.
Yeah, but it was not this.
Wow, jeez. Well, this has been fantastic. We've got one last question for you, sir.
Okay.
So we've started to ask everyone the same question at the end, because it's just getting everyone's different points of view. So we're all business people, right? So the question is, if you could have a coffee with your younger self on the day you started your business, knowing what you know now, what would you tell them?
If I could do that, I'd be a billionaire now. Serious.
Go on.
The amount of mistakes that I made, especially in the younger time, running the business, because obviously I set up when I was like 19. The amount of mistakes that I made learning, everybody didn't want you to do well. They'd frown upon you for trying, and I used to get moaned at, why are you working so much? And that wasn't from the wife, the person who never did, but friends, everybody else. For me, speaking to my younger self, knowing what I knew now, would have just sidestepped all that. I have had friends, because your circle changes as you go, who actually have made other mistakes that without meeting them, I would have made a lot more mistakes now, and I'm probably not as far as I would have been if I hadn't met them. But it's just learning. I mean, I'll learn every day. And the thing is, business changes, business adapts. If I could tell my younger self what I know now, I'd be in a different position than I am now. A lot different.
Interesting. Yeah.
We were Jeff Bezos and everybody else.
Yeah.
On the yacht. Well, my yacht's bigger than your yacht.
The main thing, I'll tell you what, the biggest problem I had was I worked too hard on operating. My operation side I was always very much, I'll do it, I'll do that. I'd work 7 days a week non-stop. And that's, you go, commendable, great. Well, no, I was operating a business that wasn't working, because it wasn't working because I had to be there to do it.
Yeah.
It took me so long to find out, well, how do you operate a company that you could not be in?
Yeah.
Because all the big companies, and this is how I look at everything, I look at it with my driving licence, but everyone else passed, so I will. And that's how I look at it. Well, how do 10 shops run with only one owner? Because it doesn't have to run them all. And it's working that out. That took me a long time. That was probably my biggest mistake I made within business, was I was too hands-on for too long. Once took a step back from that and actually started delegating, letting other people do stuff that, to me, it's important, but it actually isn't. There's the more important things I should be doing. And also, 2 days a week, and this is something I try and keep to, I should always be working on the business. Not working on, I still operate, and when things go wrong I want to be there, but there's 2 days a week I need to be pushing. Where can we grow? Should never be stagnant, because if you're stagnant and you're stagnant for too long, you get comfortable
and you go backwards.
And then you do. Because you go, it's all right, we earned good money this year. Well, who says you're going to next year?
Exactly. Well, it's not even a year anymore, it's next month, and the ones after that.
The thing is, there's people I know and they've earned £500,000 in a year been taxed most of that money, but they've earned £500,000. And you go, oh, that's brilliant. Oh, he's on loads of money. Well, no, he's not, because the next year he actually didn't earn anything because the business took a dip.
Yeah.
Because he was so happy with what he made, he went off and spent it all.
Yeah.
And it's looking at good years need to be
balanced with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but not everyone says that.
The thing is, when it comes in, you get excited, don't you? Oh,
Yeah.
some bad news.
We actually have meetings, don't we? Like we had that review meeting together, didn't we? What did we title that? What did we call it again?
Bullshit review meeting. Piss up in the pub. I can't remember.
No, we had a whole day. We have a whole day, probably every 6 months, where we review the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And what's happened, if we've achieved what we wanted to achieve, what we want to achieve for the next 6 months. Because in business now, things are changing so fast.
Yeah.
And like you say, you've got to be an octopus, hence, and you've got to be having more than one main thing going on, and you've got to be able to quickly pivot to where you think you can help people the most, and you've got to have more than one main thing going on, haven't you, within the business? And you know, if you've got to try different things as well and be able to adapt fast. Like we've got a lean team, and we think that we can adapt fast, and we see that as a positive. So we really enjoy those meetings because you can see what you can celebrate the achievements that because sometimes you forget what you've actually done in the last 6 months.
You never know how far you've come. I do it. Mine's a 5-year one. I have a 5-year goal, and I always look back. I never hit where I need to be, and I look at that to start with, and I go, "Oh God, maybe we didn't get where I was actually meant to be." But look to all of that crap you went through to get to that point within that 5 years, and then you think, "God, where was I 5 years ago?"
That's
and
it.
to see those 2 points is so surreal, because the 5 years ago I couldn't handle what I do now.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
And 5 years before that, I wouldn't have handled what I did then.
Yeah.
This is why growing as a business, you've got to learn it as you go along. I never went to business school and all that. Where for me, it's about adapting and learning. But every 5 years, you've got to take a look back and go, well, where have I come from? Because all the stress that you put yourself through, you go, well, do I stop now or do I continue? Most people want to keep going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can always push a bit further.
Yeah.
But I want to get to a point that the team around me just fully runs, commercially and domestically, that if I didn't want to come in, I don't have to. Never means I would do that because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do what you did without it. 'Cause the amount of stress you get under with everything else, you've got to enjoy it, haven't you?
Absolutely.
And be a little bit tapped, I think. So running around business.
Oh, you've got to be demented.
You've got to be a bit weird.
You've got to be deranged. Yeah.
No, you've got to have what the schools would say, an EHCP against you. That's what you've got to have one of them.
you wouldn't be of sane mind to do this, that's for sure. No, you'd have to be ridiculously stupid.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good note to end on, actually. So thank you for your time.
No,
really
thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
educational. At least we know now we're not the only ones that argue at
Yes.
work. So I feel great about that. So that's good.
Yeah.
So thank you very
It's
much.
been brilliant. Thank
See
you.
you tomorrow for your carpet. It's been 8 years.
Sign ChatGPT, no fluff.
Yeah.